Hey guys, this is Melanie Hinds. I'm trying to get this done because we're going to be live at 2. There's some additional articles they just sent me. And the reason why, guys, the breaking news out of Iraq is all of the U.S. troops are being moved out. They just got notified, so that's the breaking news. It makes me kind of sad. We're really close to our military on the ground there. So, but they did send me more articles to share at 2, so you're going to want to come on live at 2. I don't know if they're going to be on or not, but we may not hear from them again. So come on, do a celebratory send-off. I don't have any fruit left for margaritas until my husband goes to the store, which might be this afternoon. I've got a break in the construction of the siding of my house, so I'm doing this now. The dogs are doing very well. I put them, they spent a lot of time in the yard. I got 2 of the 3 to poo this afternoon, which is huge blessing. So God is blessing us. So guys, yeah, they're not going to be part, but they did send us more articles today, and there's news at 2. So join us at 2 live for the latest updates this afternoon. But for now, I'm going to do the intel summary like I like to do before I go live at 2, so you guys can ask any questions. You can watch this and then ask any questions for our live stream at 2. Please consider subscribing and tapping the bell because I work harder than anybody else. And I love the sounds in my yard. I decided to sit my lawn chairs back there. I'm sitting now in the shade after taking the dogs back in and talking to the contractors. So it's a busy day, but I'm still doing this for you. So please subscribe, tap the bell. And guys, I have 10,000 videos. So if you look at the Iraqi Dinar on Coinbase, I'm the only one who's been talking about it since June 8th. It is 122 right now. It's on the Forex handle on Coinbase. Coinbase is a global exchange for cryptocurrencies, and Handle Forex happens to, in their instructions, it says it's a decentralized multi-currency stablecoin protocol which allows users to create and exchange multi-currency stablecoins called FX tokens. FX tokens are collateral-backed stablecoins representing the soft peg for a range of currencies. Users create FX tokens by depositing eligible collateral and minting stablecoins secured by this collateral. Now, Iraq has obviously done that because their Iraqi dinar coin is floating freely ever since June 8th, and right now the value is 122. We've seen it go as high as 284. Somebody said they saw it go as high as 310. So we were just watching that closely. Well, at the meantime, right now we just heard from our guys, they're being moved out. The whole company is being moved out. What's going to be left is the French are going to be left to make sure Iraq has, help. The other big news today, that was the biggest news. The other big news today is the Iraqi stock reports 5 million in weekly trading. Also, Iraq leads Arab electricity in their city growth. All my timestamps are up thanks to Massage Diva. About 200 Iraqi MPs pushed to scrap humiliating Kuwait agreement. So guys, this is the fog right before they release it, and the fact that our military is being pulled out, I'm thinking it's time to release it. What do you think? I'm going to get to the summary of everybody else, so hang on. Iraqi Kurdistan hosts 4th KAOIS conference in Erbil. I went over that. Iraq's oil exports surpassed 600 million in the first half of 2025. They are rocking. They're committed to supporting Iraq in realizing its energy potential. That's IRENA. That's an organization that helps them with their energy. Another article said the Prime Minister affirms the government's commitment to achieving its vision of halting the flaring of associated gas and diversifying imports. They've done a great job with that. They are turning that flared gas into another non-oil revenue source, which is awesome. Then labor announces the release of the full-time employee salary for the month of July. These are people that qualify for these benefits. That's what they're sending. I went through that article. That was pretty cool. Then the Prime Minister inaugurates the central gas processing plant in the Al Faya oil field. That's what we just talked about in the more detailed article. That was just the Prime Minister inaugurating it. Then we moved on to the Minister of Interior directs the establishment of an electronic system to monitor closed projects that violate safety protocols. Guys, they're arresting people. They're using these systems to increase their economy, increase their fines, increase their everything. And the security and stability is like none other. The borders are secure. Everything is good. Iraq is just poised to revalue their currency. What do you think? The next thing says oil, a multi-pronged plan to reduce gas flaring and expand solar energy projects. I really didn't read that article, but it's interesting. The Ministry of Interior announces the treatment of 5,472 drug addicts during the first half of this year. They're committed to helping the drug addicts, but they're also committed to stopping the smuggling. And we've seen many articles since I've been doing all the truth facts and all the details coming out of Iraq. that have been given to me by the highest military sources that are over there. The next article is the Prime Minister inaugurates the dry gas unit within the Basra plant project. Again, he's inaugurating these things. He did another one through a teleconference. And, well, my husband's on the water today. Lord Jesus, protect everybody those sirens are going towards. The last article they shared this morning that we have a detailed timestamp for is Intelligence, Antiquity Seized and Their Possessor Arrested in Diyala. Guys, and the picture was really cool. I want to show it to you. The picture of this just to show you how well they've been trained by the U.S. I don't know if you can see it because of the siding here, but I shared it on my live stream. If you want to see that picture, go look at the live stream. Then we want to go to everybody else, right? So everybody else is saying, and guys, I got caught up with the emails, but some of them are coming back to me. Just give me time. It could be, I don't know what it is, but give me 24 to 48 hours. I did try to respond. It keeps kicking back. It could just be, you know, I'm just a little in a weird place with everything going on with the house. I'm just saying, we're all human, right? So now this is what everybody else is saying at 6 minutes. This is what everybody else is saying. This has nothing to do with me. This could have truth. It could be facts. It could be FOMO. I don't know. Walking stick. An article is saying that on a daily basis, they are moving at least 30 pips, fractional movements per day on their exchange rate to close the gap between the dollar and the IQD is to reach a 1-to-1. That would put them in a position to float internationally in a basket for the rear. That's what he says. I know it's already floating and it's 122. And I know the citizens take their money into the bank and they get digital dinar for it on a 1-to-1 basis. But they're still comparing it to the US dollar. We are not yet. Do not call your banks. Do not mess it up for us. We are not calling our banks yet. We are this close. Do not screw it up for anybody. Okay, that's my 2 cents. Frank26 says, Firefly, the television is showing they're putting 68 De La Rue machines in Basra and Mosul. They are supposed to be able to count and sort and pick up counterfeit. This will help the efficiency of our monetary reform and also control those banks that are still against the monetary reform. Frank said, in his opinion, these machines have the same software that the ATMs have in order to recognize the new monetary future of Iraq. Thank you for that intel, Frank. And then we got Claire. She says, article, government advisor, 4 reasons behind the decline of the parallel dollar against the strength of the dinar. I don't know. I'm just going to read it. The Prime Minister's financial advisor, Mazir Mohammed Salih, pointed out the parallel exchange rates creep toward the official rate are due to 4 main reasons. The complete legal prohibition on the dollarization of domestic transactions, the end of the central bank's window since the beginning of this year, the entry of small importers into the official financing network. It's all about the new digital system, if you ask me. That's how they're tracking everything. That's how, if you agree that it's all about the new digital system, which probably has something to do with XRP, but I can't promise you because I'm not implementing it. But that's why a lot of people with XRP are excited about this new digital financial system. That's the one they've already implemented it in Iraq. We're just waiting to see when they release it. And I don't know how they're going to release it now that they've already released it digitally. What do you think? Comment down below. I want to hear your wisdom and what you guys are seeing. Mark Z, his gut says we're almost done. So many of my sources are now looking at the week of the 28th. I'm hopeful and trying not to get too excited. I'm going to put my sunglasses on because there's the breeze off the river that I love. And then, of course, we've got Bruce. We have heard 2 different time frames, both to the back wall of Monday, the 28th of July, this coming Monday. However, one piece of intel, fair, strong sources is saying Wednesday, Thursday for notifications and exchanges. Another good source is saying Thursday to Friday. I think we're looking pretty good for you guys to get the notifications and exchange starting Thursday, the 24th. We do believe the RV is going to take place in here the next couple of days. I agree with that. Given everything I know, given the digital transformation we've been seeing since June 8th, it's already past July 14th. We've passed all the legislation for the banks in the U.S. to go digital. So what do you think? Comment down below. But I know you're in the best place to get the latest of the Iraqi dinar. So please subscribe, tap the bell, show me some love down below. I'm really sad that the guys are leaving, but they did send us more articles. I'll be sharing those live at 2 p.m. See you later. Bye.